Hello everyone, in this video we'll discuss about the operators and control structures in the Kotlin. Operators in Kotlin, the Kotlin provides various types of operator that enables the developers to perform different kind of operations on the data, such as arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, and unary operators. The arithmetic operations are nothing but which perform the mathematical calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. For example, val a is equals to 10, val b is equals to 2. Therefore, the sum of a plus b is going to be 12, and a minus b is going to be like 8. A star b, which is nothing but like multiplication. So 10 into 2 is to 20, and the a by b, which is nothing but 10 by 2, which is equal to 5, and the remainder of 5 division, so 10 division by 2 is equals to 5. So the relational these operators compare the value and return a boolean result, which is like true or false. Equal, which checks two values are equal. Equal not, which checks two values are which are not equal. Less than, greater than, which is like which is greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, compares the two values. uh, for example, val x is equal to 5, while y is equals to 10, val is greater than x is equal to y, or x is equal to 5. It might be like it is the comparison between the two different variables by using these relational operators. The logical operators is nothing but and, gate, and a logic, or else not. So this and is used if the both conditions are true, or is used if the if at least one condition is true and not reverses the truth value of the conditions. For example, val a is equal to true and val b is equals to false, val result is equal to a and b, which is false, val result 2 is equal to a or b, which is like true. Assignment operators. These operators are used to assign values to variables or update them by performing operations like is equal to assign a value to variable. So where is equal to is like we are assigning a value to something. Plus is equal to, minus is equal to, star is equals to, by is equal to, or modulus is equal to. These operators perform mathematical operation on variables and then assign the result back to the variables. Also, for example, where a number is equal to 5, so we keep number plus 3, plus is equal to 3, so it's gonna increase its value by 3 times. So the number is now 8. So if we keep minus 3, it's gonna be like 2. So unary operators act on a single operand and performs operations like negation or incrementing, plus or minus, which is like positive or negative, plus which is like increment, minus which is like decrement. So plus is nothing but which increases the value by 1, and minus is like which decreases the value by 1. Where count is equal to 5, the count is equal to plus, where it increases the value by 1, which is 6. So count minus for the 5 minus 1 is going to be like 4. Now the control structures in Kotlin, control structures are used to direct the how a program based on a certain conditions or a repeating task. Some of the basic control structures include if else, when, for, and while loops, which provides the necessary tools for the conditional execution and iterations. If else in the structure of the Kotlin works similar to other programming language, allowing the decisions to be made based on Boolean conditions. Kotlin treats if an expression, meaning it can return a value, making it more versatile. For example, the syntax: if conditions are executed, if it's true, then it goes to else, execute if the condition is false. If else can also be used in an expression val max is equals to if a is greater than b, else b. So now if a is true, it's going to be skipping over there, or else it's going to perform the another step, which is else. When Kotlin when expressions is powerful replacement for switch case statements found in other language. It also multiply conditions to be evaluated in a clear and concise way. Syntax: when value is condition 1, which it executes the condition 1, or else it goes to condition 2, or else it's going to take the condition else. The expression when can also return a value like val result is equal to when so and so x value, when option 1, option 2, and else is unknown. For loop, the for loop is used for iterating over ranges collected of arrays, or Kotlin for loops is simpler and more flexible compared to other languages, allowing iterations through various types of data structures. Syntax: the for item in collections, execute these blocks for each item in the collections. For example, iterating over a range for in I in 1 to 5. Therefore, the high is going to print the numbers from 1 to 5. If you keep like 1 to 10, it's going to print from 1 to 10, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. The while loop executes a block of code as long as the given condition is true. Kotlin also supports the do while loop where the condition is checked after the execution of the block. Syntax: while condition execute the blocks where the condition is true. For example, where I is equal to 1, while I is less than or equal to 5, print I plus plus. The do while loop guarantees that the block will execute at least once. Do execute this block while conditions. Nullable and non-nullable variables. In Kotlin, nullability is core concept designed to prevent common errors like null pointers, exceptions. Kotlin accessibility and distinguishes between nullable and nullable types. Non-nullable types cannot hold a null value, which ensures that the variable are always initialized with the valid data. So this is in the context to languages like Java, where null values can lead to runtime crashes if not properly handled. By default, all variables in Kotlin are non-nullable, and any attempt to assign a null value will result in a compilation error unless the variable is explicitly declared as nullable. Use of the question mark operator, which is like the null condition operator. The null condition operator is a programming feature that helps preventing null pointer exception by handling uh, potentially null objects more safely. Here how it works. Safe member access: the operator allows access to an object operator properties or methods only if the object is not null. So which eliminates the redundant checks. Normally explicit null checks are needed to access an object's members safely. The null condition operator simplifies this by eliminating the need of such checks, reducing the repetitive code, prevents programming failure. Null pointers exceptions can cause programming crashes. By using the operator, null reference are handled gracefully, allowing the programming to continue or running without the errors. Improves code clarity, which makes the code to be in a very good manner and maintains the code should be easier and easily understandable. Enable safe chaining. The uh, null operator supports a safe integration through multiple object layers, allowing access to properties or methods across several levels without worrying about null values causing exceptions. In Kotlin, when a variable is so declared as a nullable using the null operator, you must handle a null value explicitly before performing any operation. The safe call operator is used to safely access a nullable variable, else properties or methods, avoiding a risk of null pointers exceptions. For example, while length is called a nullable strength and length. In this case, if the nullable is non-null, the length property is accessed. If it is null, the exception safely returns a null instead of throwing an exception, preventing NPEs common in non-null safe languages. Kotlin also provides the additional null safety tools such as the elvis operator provides a default value when the expression on the left is null. Non-null assertion forces a nullable value to treat as non-null, throwing an exception value if the value is actually null. So the difference between the nullable and nullable variables, or non-nullable variables, are those cannot hold a null value. Once declared, they must be assigned a valid value of their data type. And attempting to assign null to non-null variable will result in compile time error. Uh, the non-nullable type enforce stickers control over the flow of data, ensuring that you always have a valid value when working with that variables. Example: int non-nullable int is equal to 10, valid assignment. Non-nullable int is equal to null, compile time error as int cannot be null. A non-nullable, so this is like a nullable variable. The nullable variable, on the other hand, can hold either a valid value or a null. This is particularly useful when I represent data that might not allow be present in languages like C sharp or else nullable types are denoted using a null operator symbol like the data type. Example: int question mark nullable int is equal to 10, valid assignment. Nullable int is equal to null, valid as nullable int can hold the value of null. So these are some key difference between the nullable and non-nullable. The non-nullable always holds a value of its specified type and cannot be null. Any attempt to assign a null with result in error. So for the nullable can hold either a value of its specified types of or a null, offering a greater flexibility for scenarios where null values are accepted. Usage scenarios: non-null variables you use when you are certain the value will of variable will always have a valid value and null is not a valid state. Nullable variables use when null is valid state for a variable, such as representing optional or missing data in the database or the APIs. Thank you so much. So in this video we discussed about the key differences between the nullable and the non-nullable variables, and the usage scenarios of this of the variables. And we have also discussed about the use of the null operators, and we have discussed about the different loops like while loop, do while loop, for loop, when, as well as if else statements, and the control structures in the Kotlin. And we have also discussed about the operators in the Kotlin, like arithmetic operators, relational operator, and logical operators like and assignment operators, as well as the unit operators. Thank you so much.